of Chisme con las Primas.
Yes.
So grab your coffee or some water, some tea, and come join us.
Let's get started.
So I'm going to start. Myra has not heard these. It's my week for Chisme of the Week.
Yes.
We have a lot of them, so
thank you for all of those
I'll
that
pick
put
and
in
choose
responses.
a few of them. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I can't stop messing with my friend's wife. We both like each other, but we know that what we're doing is not okay. I'm single, and of course, she's married, and I have a history of sleeping with my friend's wife's ex-cousins. I try to stop, but it's not easy.
What?
Yeah, I can't stop messing with my friend's wife. It's the main topic.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible. That's mean. Why? No.
Like, I'm guessing this isn't like a very good friend because I couldn't imagine doing that to. Like,
well, I don't think neither of them are very good friends or consider each other very good friends if they're.
How are you doing this? Like, are y'all doing it while like he's at work and like she comes over? Like, do you go over to her place? Like, how do you not get caught? How does he not notice it?
How
Like,
do you sleep at night?
Like, I feel like I would be like, oh, they're a little flirty. Like, that's suspicious.
I don't know.
That's crazy. I think you're a shitty friend.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Even if she's like a shitty person too, I feel like you shouldn't do that to a friend. Now, if this isn't really a friend, because you're going to lose him. You're going to lose him regardless, whether you tell him now or he finds out on his own later, because, like, come on.
You crossed the line right there. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy, though, how people don't value marriage anymore.
No.
At all.
And he said that they both like each other. So why doesn't she just leave him? Why doesn't she just cut it off with him and go mess around with him? Like, why do you have to cheat on him? I tried to stop, but it's not easy. You can't stop sticking your in her or what? Find somebody else who's not married. Like, I don't. Yeah.
I don't want to judge because I'm not judging. I don't know. I'm trying to think of this in a novela setting.
But, like, there's nothing.
There's nothing.
Like, you can't help but to judge on this one. Like, we're really not trying to judge y'all for it, but, like, you can't help but to because it's fucked up.
Unless it was, like, novela type of thing where the husband was, like, this, like, villain murder person who had her.
He deserved it.
Yeah, who had her, like, forced by his side. If that was the case, then okay, for sure. I'd be rooting for that.
Wouldn't you be scared to, like, go behind his back?
Yeah, but I mean,
I guess
they always survive in the novela, so you root for them. But I don't think that's the case for this person.
No, I don't.
And I mean, I
think you should grow some and stop messing around with your friend's wife. Go find somebody else.
Yeah, have enough. Not only that, have enough respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Have enough respect.
Sure.
Get with somebody who is able to. Well, no, because I was gonna say commit a relationship, but obviously both of them
that
have.
girl doesn't respect herself either.
Yeah, and then he
messing around.
He may not be looking for a committed relationship.
No.
No, he needs to have more respect for himself and find somebody that won't get him in more trouble than he needs.
Yeah, for sure.
But let us know how it goes. You know,
just kidding.
Or there's Tinder.
I need an update. Like, is he a shitty, like, husband? Like, I mean, nobody deserves that regardless because it's as simple as separating, divorce, whatever.
And not that it matters. Is he your friend, or is he an acquaintance?
Yeah.
Because I feel like people get that mixed up. Yeah. Acquaintance is somebody that you see from time to time. Hey, what's up? You talk. A friend is somebody that you keep up with.
Yeah, for sure.
So it just, Well, no, it still doesn't
Like, are you
justify.
a shitty person? Or are you a really shitty person? Yeah, I don't know. That's
Still
just
no justification. That's
mm,
still.
yeah. Okay, are you ready for this next one? So this next one says, okay, so I need advice. My husband and I have been having a lot of issues lately, and I don't know how to go about it because we have an entire family together and we have been through a lot together. I have uprooted my life to help him with his career and life, and even moved away from my family for a while for him to get his life in order. Now I feel like he's been arguing more, and now that we are back closer to my family who is seeing it even more, they keep telling me to leave him. How do I leave him? We have kids together, and I don't want them to suffer.
That's a hard one. I always say it's you're gonna make the kids suffer no matter what.
Yeah. I guess you don't really know until you're in that situation. If it was me, I would leave him. I would divorce him because it's either I stay with you and our kids are constantly watching us argue and fight and not get along and not seeing that love, and they're growing up with that image of, oh, this is what love is
Mm-hmm.
y'all arguing, and so they're going to have this image of what love is, and then they're going to grow up and be in messed up relationships
Mm-hmm.
as well. So I feel like, okay, if you've tried and you've done all you can do and you've tried counseling or whatever else, and it's still not working out, then I say leave them, divorce them. Like, it's shitty because now your kids are going to go from a one parent household or a two parent household to a
To
one
one
parent.
parent household.
Yeah, but they're going to be much happier in the end because they're not going to be seeing all of that.
Yeah, it'll be hard. It'll be really hard at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess because I've never been through that, I don't understand
Yeah.
when some women choose to stay because of the kids. I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
I've just been learning throughout. It's just us as moms, we have to be good mentally with
Yeah.
ourselves in order
Yeah.
for us to be the kid or the parents that our kids deserve us to be. And
Mm-hmm.
if we don't love ourselves, who we are, how do we expect anybody else to love, or how do we expect ourselves to love
Yeah.
our kids properly the way they deserve to?
Yeah.
That's why I guess I don't know. That's hard, but I would say it's time for you to go.
Mm-hmm. I know it's hard. I know a couple of people who have stayed in crappy relationships and they're trying to make it work, and some of them I've seen them like be happy, but it's very few. Like, very few. For the most part, it's like they're always still arguing, nothing's changed, and they're just unhappy. Like,
And
yeah,
divorce isn't easy. We're
no.
not saying it's easy at all, but I think
No.
that's a better road than being miserable.
You have to be happy for yourself so you can be happy for your kids.
Yes.
Because if not, you're going to take that on out on your kids without knowing it.
Yes. And what you said, what are you teaching your kids?
Yeah. And then your kids may have some resentment towards you when they get older.
Or relationship issues.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
they get older, they'll
I
think
agree.
something is okay because of what they saw at home.
Yeah. I mean, just do whatever's going to be best for you and your kids in the long run.
I think what's best for her first is
Yeah.
what she needs to,
Yes.
because that's what would be best for her
her
kids in the long run. If they're seeing a lot of tension and arguments and stuff like
Yeah.
that, especially if she uprooted everything at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he should at least show some sort of
Yeah.
appreciation.
Or is there something else going on, like, behind the scenes? Like, you kind of have to see where it's rooting from. Like, why is he acting like that all of a sudden?
Yeah, and is y'all's communication good?
Mm-hmm.
She can think their communication's good, but he not have a clue.
Yeah.
Because there's times where husbands absolutely have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
Very frustrating, but it's true. You're like, there's no way they cannot have a clue.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's just how they are.
It's men. I don't. All right. My neighbor. My neighbor and I used to date, and we would do the nasty. I'm sorry. And then she'll just walk over to her house. LOL. We were together for a good amount of months till my mom found out. She told me I had to break it up with her. I was very sad, but my mom knows best. What would you do or say to your imaginary son? My mom said she was just a bad influence. And then part two, after we broke up, she's banged three of my close cousins. LMAO. Like, what the fuck?
Is this a child?
Why would it be a child?
I don't know. Well, not like a child, but like a teenager.
Oh, because he's saying his mom.
I banged my neighbor.
I'm guessing this is when he was probably like a teenager, or like, when you're still living at home. Because he said my neighbor and I used to date, and we would do the nasty, and then
And
she would
his
just walk
mom
over to her house.
influenced the breakup right there.
Yeah.
What would we tell our...
Like, if you were my child, what would I tell you? I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, is your neighbor married? Like, was this like a secret relationship? Is she older? Is she like, or it was just like two people?
I guess
mutually-
I can't answer that.
Why?
Well, because I don't... There's not enough...
Like, context?
Yeah, I
behind
need
it?
more. Like, it depends on the age. It depends on...
Yeah, like, why did your mom make you break up with her? like
how...
that-
Well, to me, how old are you?
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Why does your mom have such a bad image of her?
But then they broke up, and then she banged three of his cousins.
Mama knows best.
For real.
Like that from
It
the
just
movie.
get-
The movie Tangled. Mama knows best. You know Tangled?
I don't think I've watched it.
Oh my gosh.
I know like which one it is. I just don't think
Yeah,
I've watched
yeah.
it.
She sings a song, Mama knows best. Do 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 do.
Yeah, I don't know. You didn't give us like enough.
But you did good. Your mom did good.
But like, why did they have to? I guess maybe your mom had like a different sense.
Some moms have that.
Yeah, my
Some
mom for sure does.
Yeah, some moms have that.
But like, if y'all were just banging and having a good time, like I don't see an issue with it.
As long as you were being careful.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, like, is she older? Was she married? Like, what
Yeah.
was?
Because
I don't know.
I can't comment on that.
I wouldn't go back to that now though, because she banged three of your cousins, and that's just
Oh, cousins, not friends.
No,
cousins. Okay, yeah,
three
no.
of my close cousins.
No.
She a homie hopper for real.
Is that a homie hopper?
Well,
Or cousins?
I was a cousin hopper.
Keep it in the family.
That's a hoe for show.
Oh, no.
I don't know. That's okay. We'll do this one next, and then we have like two more, and then we can go on to our topic. I have less than 3 years of marriage, so I'm still getting to know my husband's sister, but I find it hard to connect with her. We only see each other maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and they live in a different city. But I wish I had more chemistry or connection with her when I see her. She, her husband, and kiddos came to visit us this weekend, and it was nice having them stay in our home. But anytime it was just her and me, it just get awkward, like dreadful small talk. Oh my god, I can't talk. And usually I'm the one that initiates our conversations. And am I just overthinking, or do other people also feel this with their sister brother-in-laws? I love my father and mother-in-law. With them, conversation is easy. I don't feel awkward, but I don't know why my sister and brother-in-law are just different.
Oh. Interesting.
I can't relate to it.
I can.
Oh, really?
Very much
I'll
so.
just say my little spiel then, because mine's like short and sweet. But I can't really relate to it because I'm the youngest of 5. So I grew up with my sister and brother-in-law. So they like,
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
go through the awkward stages of
Mhm.
meeting them when I'm already a grown adult. So I don't relate to it.
Let's see.
Just spill, girl.
Watch my words too. I'm trying to grow, be better. I can relate. And I don't know. I'm just a little bit of both. I've been in that situation where I want a good relationship with my sister-in-laws, from both sides, like my husband's sisters and then my brother's wives. I want a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
And I think that stems from me not having sisters.
Yeah.
I want that close. And then not only that, I see the way my husband gets along with, my brothers,
Yeah.
and
you
how
want that same thing.
Yeah, so I want that same thing, but sometimes I do realize it's me overthinking it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's me overthinking too much in my head and all of that, when it may just be as simple as they may be in the same boat too. They're too shy to talk, or
Yeah.
don't know how to connect, or
And you,
that awkward tension type
yeah.
of.
She said they only see each other 2 to 3 times a year. Do y'all talk throughout the year as well? Or is it like that's like the only time you really communicate and then like share stuff on social media to each other and stuff like that? Because I could see how that's awkward. I hate small talk. I hate small
I
talk.
do too.
And so if I didn't really know somebody, I can see where that comes from. But like I can't relate because then like my husband's siblings are way younger. So there's also like not that awkward stage.
But I think it also matters if her husband is close.
Yeah, like is he close to them as well, or is
Yeah.
he too close to them where he's like telling them your business to where it makes it awkward? I don't know.
That's yeah,
You know,
because my husband's brother, they're super close,
yeah.
and me and my sister-in-law, we've had our ups and downs, and for years, but now we've gotten to the point where she's my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Like I that's my sister that I can go to, that I can call. So I built that bond with her,
Yeah.
but we both put that same effort. We both put it out there.
Yeah. But I'm sure it was awkward at first too. Like
It
when
was
you're,
very
You're
awkward.
starting to get to know each other, and it's like, oh, I don't know if I really
Not only
like
that,
you.
yeah, it was and then we were both in awkward stages of our lives that we,
Yeah.
we were shitty people at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not speaking on her behalf. I'm speaking on my behalf. But I'm just saying we both wanted to continue to build, because sometimes you don't have to have a relationship with your in-laws.
Yeah.
You don't, as long as you're cordial, like just talk when y'all meet up.
Yeah.
That's what I've come to an understanding, because I've it's been really hard for me to realize that not all my sister-in-laws are going to be in the friend circle, if that makes sense.
I don't know, like, is there competition there? Is there, like, what kind of tension? Like, I think that needs to be resolved first, because if your conversation is so easy with your mother and father-in-law, I don't see why it couldn't be that easy with your sister, brother-in-law,
Just
unless
bring it
there's
up.
something behind it. Yeah.
Just bring it up. Just be like, hey, I'd like to have a relationship, a more meaningful
Mhm.
relationship with you. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. I don't think there's anything
Like,
wrong
do you
with
have
that.
an issue with me?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
where do we stand? Like, what can I do?
And then if she makes you look stupid or makes you feel embarrassed, then okay, at least you did your part.
Yeah.
You got it out there, and
Yeah.
that's it. Move forward. But I think she should at least
try
put
to
a-
resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I
can
have
see that.
I have an amazing relationship with my brothers' wives. I wouldn't say amazing. It's getting there. I
Yeah.
have a ton of love for them, love and respect for them. And my I think also because my husband's sisters are older than me too. Well, no, because that doesn't make sense.
It could. No. I don't
No,
know. I mean,
'cause-
my sister and my brother-in-law are more than probably like 8 years older than me, and then he's like 12 years older than me.
But
So
you and
but
your
they
siblings are
watched me grow up.
close.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's how me and my siblings are.
Yeah.
We're close, so I want to be close with
Their
their
significant
spouses, their
others.
significant others, so I
Yeah.
can be in the lives of my nieces and nephews. But I don't know. I guess it just depends on if the siblings are close or if we both have to make an effort.
Yeah. Because, like, I feel like if there's, like, tension or, like, jealousy or something like that, or if he's, like, telling them every time I'll fight or something, they might have this little, like,
Yeah.
towards you.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, like, just talk to them. Be
Yes.
upfront, be real.
Yes, because it's so awkward
up,
when you
what's
have
going
like
on.
tension between your in-laws. It's so freaking awkward. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
just say what's on your mind. Let's just get it over with.
Can't relate. JC's mom's cool as fuck.
Oh no, I'm not talking about my
No,
sweater,
no, no.
but I'm
yeah.
just saying
yeah,
like,
yeah. Like in-laws. Yeah.
yeah, in-laws in general, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law.
Yeah, I told JC, like, I'm glad me and his mom get along really well, because if we didn't, I couldn't be with him.
No.
No. I could not. I couldn't be with someone's whose, like, family didn't respect me, or, like, just but because I'm too blunt, like, I feel like we would
Yeah.
be getting into it too
I
much.
would, I think one day I'd get there with my husband's family. I think with us, there's just a lot of
Yeah.
miscommunication. What's the other words?
And I mean, y'all were much younger too when y'all first started dating. So I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah. And I
they
think,
met you at different stages of your life.
yes, I think so too. I mean, I have hopes that one day it'll be amazing. And I have love for them, of course, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm. Mm. Okay, last one.
By the way, I'm not talking shit at all. I
If the
love
shoe fit, as
if the shoe. I love his family. I would really love that a close relationship, but it has to work both ways. They have to be
Yeah.
ready and want it too,
Yes.
and then I also have to make that effort because I fall back on it a lot too. Life gets busy. I get
Yeah.
busy, and
I get that.
it just sucks.
Yeah.
It just sucks. But I'm trying to create boundaries.
Yes.
Boundaries.
Set them boundaries, girl. Okay. Not chisme, but I have a question. How do you feel about your partner going out to sports bars? What is acceptable and what is not appropriate? Time frame, place, with who?
I can't do this one.
No?
No, because
Do you want me to just give my input then?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I think that I'm crazy.
I am too. That's why I don't want.
So at the beginning of our relationship, I would probably not have been as okay with it just because like I would say I was more like, self-conscious, whatever that but I feel like now that we're like married and we're at a better place, now after I've had a kid, because I told you like I got all this confidence after I got a kid. I think even before a kid, I was like a little like I was still a little crazy. I still am a little crazy, but now I'm just like, you know what? Do what you want. Like if you want to go to a sports bar and where they got little hoochies walking around, then you do you. You do you. But if I'm gonna do me, you have to have the same.
Same,
You
yeah,
gotta
same
reciprocate.
energy both ways.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And if you keep it respectful. Now, if you're gonna go and you're gonna be flirting with these girls, you're gonna be taking pictures with these girls, you're gonna be looking at these girls, then that's no, that's
So
not okay.
is that due to our insecurities?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's insecurities.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
now,
That's what I figured.
yeah. Now I'm more fine with it because I'm like, I mean, I tell him too, like, if you want to go out and look at other, go for it, but don't be surprised when I go and do the same shit.
Yeah.
And we're at a point like we have so much like trust in each other. Sometimes I'm like, dude, can you just go to a bar with your friends or something? Like, go, leave, go, get out, leave me alone. No, but it's taken me a long time to get here now. But I feel like because I'm just much more confident in where we're at in life right now, that I'm like, you want to go have lunch with your bros? Go for it. But his friends don't really go anywhere like that
Yeah.
anyways.
I think I trip about that here and there sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like constant.
But it's because of the
Yeah.
like the insecurities on
Yeah.
my part, not
Mhm.
anything to do with trust and
No. Yeah.
it's just
yeah.
not the
No, I get you.
cheating part. Yeah, it's just like, damn, she has her booty out and
Yeah.
it was better than mine.
Yeah.
Her
Like, why you
boobs-
gotta look at that?
Yeah,
Is that what you
like,
want?
I don't have that. That's the
Yeah,
part that
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like,
Yeah, I get that. Mm-hmm.
I don't
And
like.
I used to work at sports bars, so I know the type of
Oh,
guys who
no.
go in there. Like I know how they're talking to you, how you see
Yeah.
the wedding bands on their finger. They don't give a damn. So like I know that too. I feel like if it's once in a while, first of all, if you don't have any reason not to trust him, like there's been no cheating scandals in the past. I mean anything, like emotional cheating, like any type of cheating at all.
Is this her husband?
I think so.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, it just says your partner.
Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha.
Then okay, I could see where we can get to it. If it's like once in a blue moon, okay. Now, if we're talking about you're going to the bar every Friday with your boys,
that's a different story.
we're going to wherever the hell we're going to, and we're going to go, and the type of guys he's with, and they're also doing that, then no, I would not be okay with it. But I know the type of guys that he's going with, and then I'm like, okay, like
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead, whatever.
Yeah,
But
it's the
keep
same.
that same energy when I want to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's only for lunch.
Only for lunch?
Only for lunch. He goes to sports bras. Sports bars.
Yeah, I know. Like JC, when he asked me, I'm like, he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna go. I'm like, just go. Like it's okay. He'll like tell me, and I feel like people think it's like him asking me for permission, and it's like he's not asking me
Mm.
for permission. Like he'll ask me like, can I go? But it's not for me to tell him yes or no. It's more of
Yes.
like a respect thing.
Yeah, he's letting you know, hey, babe,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be over
Like, are you
here.
okay if
Yeah.
I go and have lunch with? And at first, I like thought about it, and I was like, "You're going where?
Well, it's
With
the same
who?"
how it's the same when they say, "Oh, you're psycho if you have your spouse's
Location.
location on your phone." But why?
No.
No.
If you think they're psycho, it's because you have trust issues.
Mhm.
It is. I shared my location with everybody because I'm like, if I'm dead in a ditch somewhere,
Yes.
I want you to know where I'm at.
You never know.
Now, do I be looking at my friends' locations from time to time? Yes, I do. I'm like, where is she? What is she doing there? Girl, you should be at home. And I'll send it to them too. And I'm like, what are you doing at Wendy's? And they're like, how did you? They're
I
like,
do the
I
same.
forgot."
I do the same.
I'm like, I'm just like when he's coming home, I'm like, oh, he's about to be here in 20 minutes. Let me hurry up and get up and act like I'm doing something. Like more of like that. It's not like, let me check if you're really at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like time frame, like if they're not going constantly, I feel like it's fine.
Yeah.
They're not going to a strip club during lunch. I would hope not. Now we fight now. But I feel like maybe once in a while, don't make it like the usual.
Yeah.
Once every couple months. I'm not saying go, once a week. No, like for what? For what?
There's no need.
Go to a Chinese restaurant down the street. What you doing?
And the food's not even that great in sports bras.
No.
Bars. Sports bars. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. So these other ones are just like they go with like our topic and stuff. So
Okay.
I can either bring them in now or I can bring them in later. How do you feel?
Whatever.
Okay. We'll just start with. I guess I can read these off. So one of the questions we asked was, "How's your relationship with your siblings?" And this will go into our topic of.
The sibling age gap.
Yeah, so this one said, "It's good now. We understand we all have our own lives and are there for each other to vent and heal each other." Somebody else just said, "Good."
Sweet and short.
I'm the middle child, and I feel I'm much more mature than my older brother. Sometimes he wants to hang out with me, but we've been so far away from each other. Like, we both work together, but outside of work, we don't hang out, and it's always awkward around him. 100%. This other person said 100%. We text at least every day. I have a great relationship and friendship with my siblings. They are some of my best friends.
Oh, I love that one.
That's me, 1,000% for sure.
Oh, I thought that was you who wrote that.
No,
Oh.
girl. No, these are from like the questions that we asked.
Oh, I love that.
So I guess we can start with just so they know where we're coming from. Like
Your age gap. What's your age gap?
Well, I'm the youngest of 5. So my age gap with my oldest sibling is about 12 years. Nobody do the math because she'll get mad at me. And then my brother after her is like 11 years because I think they're like a year apart. And then 8 years. And then we're like a year and a half from my other sister.
Oh, okay.
So we grew up the closest when we were younger, just because we were closer in age. And I couldn't stand my older sister. Sorry. Because she always tried to mother me. And I didn't understand it then.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you trying to...
Does she still sometimes try to do that, mother you a bit?
Not anymore. No. I mean, she'll give me advice, like really good advice, like financial stuff or like try this app out, like real adult stuff, but not more of like, oh, well, you should do this. No. And I used to hate it, but then I didn't realize I was doing the same exact thing with like my niece because she grew up with us.
Oh, okay.
And I started like mothering her, like more of like, well, don't do that, or like, watch out for this or do this. And then I'm like, why am I doing that when,
You didn't like that being done to you.
but it's like, because you want them to, like, not make the same mistakes you were making.
But at the same time, you want them to learn.
Yeah, on their own.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta let them fly.
You're trying to cushion their fall, but still want them to fall.
Mm-hmm. What about you? What's your age gap?
Mine is I'm the second oldest of 5. Right? Yeah, 5. And with the oldest, it's 5 years apart. 4 or 5 years apart.
Really? I think I were closer. Oh no.
No,
You are a lot younger.
And then my other brother, we're about 2-3 years apart.
And then the youngest?
Oh, the youngest, wow. That's...
What?
I'm not good with math.
I don't know how old they are.
How old are they? 20.
That's easy math then.
Oh, 13 years apart. Oh, 12 years apart. 12 years apart. We're 12 years apart. Yeah.
Dang, so that's like me and my oldest.
Yes.
sister.
And I wouldn't say baby them. I try to protect them.
Yeah. See, this is like the perfect thing because you're like second to oldest and I'm the youngest.
Yes.
So you see both perspectives on it.
Yeah. I try to cushion their fall, not get their feelings hurt.
You can.
I know. I know. I'm starting not to,
Yeah.
But it's just so hard.
I think it helped a lot. Like now, like I appreciate it a lot more that she was there for me because when you think about like age gaps, like she was very first generation, like to my immigrant parents at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so she had to learn everything on her own. Like she had to learn all the school stuff, how to do that. And she probably helped my parents with a lot of other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
they kind of got the short end of the stick.
Yeah,
with the siblings.
because they got a different, like we mentioned before, they got different versions of our parents.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're all so different.
Yeah.
So I was thankful for that then when I was going to college and stuff, because then I could just, hey, how do you do this? Hey, how do I apply for this? Hey, what do I do for this?
You
and
already
then
had that help.
Yeah, she would guide me, whereas for her, she didn't have all that. She had to figure it out on her own. And now we're much closer.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
one thing I took my older brother for granted for a couple years.
Yeah.
Just because I felt like he still saw me as that little sister,
Mm-hmm.
still needs to learn, that type of
Yeah.
don't make the same mistakes as I did type of mentality.
Yeah.
So I kind of took him for granted, but now it's the older I get, it's like the more appreciation I have towards him because he's like your sister. They just want the best for you. And he's always the one to make sure we're good, calls, texts.
Mm-hmm. See, that's me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the youngest. I feel like I do that more.
Yeah, no, my older brother's more, I like to say he keeps the family together.
Yeah. I like to think I do. They're going to be like, no, you don't.
Like grandma. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he lives with, I think with our siblings is he's the one that really kind of
I think it goes along
together.
too with older cousins because I wasn't very close to a lot of our older cousins. Like, I think, like, maybe some of y'all I was close to just because we would, like, party together.
Yeah.
But, like, everybody else I don't think I was really close to. And I would also get really, really, really annoyed when the older cousins would be like, why are you wearing that? Go put some clothes on. If you're listening to this, you know who you are. And they'd be like, go put some shorts on. Go do this. Why are you wearing that? And, I mean, I understand that I dressed, not very appropriate for my age. But I didn't have anything to show. But it was always like that parenting. Like,
yeah, that parenting.
I couldn't stand it.
No. Mm-mm.
And then with my other sister, because we're like less than 2 years apart, we grew up really together. I feel like she protected me a lot growing up.
But do y'all bicker more? Is that who you've had the most arguments with? Because y'all have been closer.
Because we're closer in age,
right?
too.
That's what I think about me and my brother.
Mm-hmm. We're closer
my
in
young
age,
one.
so we like argued about everything. I mean, we went to school together. We went on the bus together. Like, I hung out with more of her friends than anything. But I think also that's why like she would let me be wild and like be myself, but at the same time like protecting me from those dangers. Whereas,
yeah.
like, if she told me something, I would listen to it a lot more than if my older sister told me. Because I'm like, you can't relate. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But my other sister would be, like, right there getting into trouble with me.
No, I don't think me and my brother, we didn't.
Yeah, like this one time, we were at a park by, like, I'm pretty sure you know what park it is. But there's, like, this whole forest area. And we were all, I don't know what we were doing. I think we were, like, drinking and hanging out and whatever. And, of course, I was underage. I don't even think I was 18 yet. And all you see is, like, the cop shine the light in the woods. And everybody took off running. But me and Marisol, like, went to the woods because I had to use the bathroom. So I was, like, popping a squat. And she fucking left me. She left me and she ran. I will never forgive her for that. And I, like, tumbled into the little creek. And I was like, I'm going to drown. The creek was, like, 2 inches
Oh, my
deep.
gosh. I would have been scared.
I was. And I was drunk. And
Oh, my.
And then one of he was a friend of mine at the time. He, like, came back and, like, picked me up and, like, threw me in a bush and said, wait there. And I was like, I'm going to die here. Nobody's coming back for me. And it was, like, forever, dude, passed. And then he came back and he threw me over his shoulder and he took off running to the car. And as soon as we were backing out of the parking lot,
Yeah.
2 or 3 cops pulled us over. One in the front, one in the back, and one on the side.
Oh, my gosh.
I was like, damn it. I remember the cops being like, how old are you? And I was like, 18.
Oh, see.
I think
yeah.
I was like 16.
Oh,
15.
my gosh.
And I remember I, like, turned to him and I was like, am I doing a good job talking to the cops? And he was like, yeah. And I was so mad because they made me get in the back of the police car and they took me home, but they let him walk home. I was so mad.
Well, of course they weren't going to let you walk home.
But still.
You know what they say?
My mama beat my ass.
Yeah, your daughter's going to give you a headache 10 times worse than what you gave your mom. That's what my mom always says.
I hope not. I really hope not. Because I was wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how we got to that story.
I don't either.
Yeah, I was much closer to her than I was to my other siblings.
I was just saying close in age versus.
Oh, but I feel like it kind of goes in the same.
Yeah. No, me and my brother are close in age, not necessarily close.
Mm-hmm.
But we're close in age, which is why we always bickered a lot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's why we all. Now, he's freaking amazing. He's doing amazing. I wish I could see him a little bit more, but.
He'll come around.
He will.
I feel like now, though.
He has goals.
Who are you closest to out of all your siblings? That's a long pause, girl.
Long pause. But all of them.
Yeah? Evenly? That's nice.
Not the twins so much.
That's because
when I call them to try to have conversations, I sound dumb. It's really awkward. It's like awkward. It's like, hey.
Hi.
I feel like I'm their mom calling, checking up on them.
Like,
I feel like what they think.
Like, what are you doing? Nothing.
Yeah.
How you doing? Good.
How's your day?
It'll change.
You need anything?
It's because they're younger and they can't relate to you right now.
Or even when they come to my house, it's like if they don't just open up the fridge like it's theirs.
Yeah.
They're like kind of.
They'll get there.
Awkward.
Like I was like that with my oldest sister, and it's just because we didn't have anything to relate on.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to understand is okay. I can't force them to feel comfortable and not to see me as.
Except I did think she was really cool because she used to throw some really nice ragers back in the day when she was cool.
Oh no, my brother thinks our parties is we just sit around the table talk about politics.
Oh no, we don't talk about politics.
That's what he thinks people our
Oh
age
my
are
gosh.
doing at this.
That is so rude.
I know.
Well, I'm not your age, so yeah, I can see that.
Well, I do like. Oh no. Okay. Whatever. I like talking about politics.
Yeah, that's like the least like.
No, really, I think
yeah,
it's so
no.
interesting. No, but that's what he thinks is we're too old.
If
we're
I'm
too
partying,
cool.
like.
Or I try to use the lingo. Wow, that's really
gosh.
old. The lingo that they use.
Vibe?
Yes, I can't use that word. Vibe. Like that's just not my vibe.
That's
See,
like
I kill it.
One of my brothers, he like tries to use it a lot, and I'm like, His daughter will be like, "Stop, Dad! Don't ever say that again." I'm like,
No. I think that's part of growing up too, is realizing we're old.
"No, we're
You
not."
too. Well, not old, but to where to
Yeah.
be able to relate with at least for me, I can't relate with
When I
my
was younger, I
younger.
thought y'all were old.
Yeah. Okay.
Not like you, but like my older sister.
Yeah.
Like
You
them. Like,
see, it's hard to kind of have that. I don't even know that connection with your siblings that
Mhm.
are you have that big old age gap
Yeah.
between y'all because
Yeah.
there's really nothing.
Yeah. I feel like now that I'm like in motherhood, like we can relate a lot more.
Which makes us a bit more overprotective of the siblings.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
Having kids.
Yeah, having kids, it's like, okay, let me treat you like my kid too.
Yeah.
That's where I
Which is
kind of
really
need to stop.
annoying.
It's very, I'm sure they find me very annoying.
Me too.
I'm sure they do.
But I won't like I will stop to like a certain point, but like I like to let them know like here if you need anything.
Yeah.
If you go to a party and get wasted, you don't want to call your parents, call me.
I just want them to know we're here.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted me and my siblings to be close.
Yeah.
No matter what. Just to always be close because you never know.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
It takes
It
time.
does.
You'll get there. For sure. One of the other things we had asked was what's one thing you would tell your younger self knowing what you know now?
That's hard. What's one thing you would tell?
I would say be patient, be kind to yourself. You're on your own path. There's no rush in life. And do everything one day at a time. Like I wish in high school like I knew those were like the good days. Like I was so ready to grow up and just be grown.
Enjoy the little moments.
And I'm like, I miss that. I miss getting home and just watching cartoons and getting a snack and then
I know. When I'm going to my kids' like end of the year parties or any parties at their elementary schools, it's like makes you look
because
back.
you're still at the
Yes, it
yeah,
makes you look
that's
back and you're like,
crazy.
damn,
That's crazy.
time flew by.
Mhm.
Time flew by. And I can still remember all the shitty shit we went through when we were kids.
Yeah, I'll have like flashbacks at like the school. And
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and, yeah. I'm like, wow. Or I'll find old pictures and I'll send it. Like the nice thing about like my best friend who we've been best friends since. Well, we've known each other since Head Start. Is like we've seen every stage of everything, and so I'll send her pictures and be like, oh my god, look at us here. Oh my god, look at us
Yeah.
here. I'm like, I wish I knew those were the good days.
I think that's
I mean, these are good days. Too.
yes,
These are
but
amazing days. But
to
those
be
were
able to
easy
appreciate
days.
because when we're young, all we're like, oh, I can't wait to grow
We're
up.
so
I can't wait to be an
innocent,
adult.
yeah.
I can't wait to not be told what to do.
Yeah.
Somebody please tell me what to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even that I can't answer.
I look on TikTok. I'm like, what am I making for dinner?
Or
That looks good.
yeah, but that's a good one though. What would you tell your younger self? Be patient.
You?
Be patient. You're not alone.
Yeah. Some people said, "Oh, this one was a good one. Don't settle. Don't settle for that job. Don't settle for that person, that life. Nothing. Does not matter how old you are when you finish. As long as you finish, don't settle."
That's a good one.
Mhm. I know a couple people who have settled in their life, and it's really sad.
It is.
It's sad seeing them settle for like that guy just because they're so
or that job.
ready to start their life.
Yeah.
Or that job that they're unhappy in, or a lot of stuff. Somebody else said, stay in school. Stop trying to entertain your friends and females because not everyone is your friend.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with stay in school, but school's not for everybody.
Yeah.
By school,
like college.
No, by college,
yeah.
Yes. No, stay in school and graduate high
school. I was
school.
like, wait,
no,
I
no,
took
no,
this
no.
as like stay in high school.
Oh,
like,
younger. Oh, yes, you're right. Stay in school. I thought like college.
I was like, wait, girl,
no,
you gotta finish
no.
high school.
Yeah, you do. Take that back.
Somebody else said, I would tell myself, grow that mullet, baby. No.
What?
No. JC's trying to go for that right now. I'm like, no.
The peso pluma look.
Yes. I'm like, no, can we not, please?
Just shave it at night.
When he's not.
Since he's a heavy sleeper.
Oh, did you ever see
shave
that video of where I shaved his head while he was playing video games?
No, or yes, maybe I did.
He was like wearing a headset and he was like playing video games, and I like came up but
And just
behind him
shaved
and
him.
just shaved him. Yeah,
See, that's all you have
and
to
then he
do for
went
the
bald.
mullet.
That's a good idea.
For the summer too.
He'd kill me. The last one: be kind and understanding to your siblings. They are at a different developmental stage than you cognitively and emotionally. Ooh, big
That's a
words,
good
girl.
one.
Don't try to make them act mature like you. I'm the oldest of 7, and the responsibility of taking care and raising my siblings fell upon me. I think that sucks.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That I'm sorry that that fell on you, but I'm guessing I don't know. Like you probably always try to mother them, and they see you in a different way than just a sibling, which can drive you apart.
As I yeah. I mean, I got that too as in I don't know.
What?
But that's not their fault either though.
What that she like their responsibilities fell on her?
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, like if you're already being mothered by your mother, you don't want to be mothered by your sibling. Even like if you don't understand that she's like the only one really watching over you and helping you
Mhm.
in life, you don't really see that until you're
You get
much
older.
older.
Yeah, you're much older.
Yeah. And then you actually appreciate it. Like, wow, okay.
But
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
but I like what she said too is also the part where
Understanding their maturity,
yeah,
emotional.
yeah, they're not in the same journey as
Mhm.
we are. We can't expect them to mature and just cuz we've overcome some situations or
Yeah.
similar situations to them, that may not be how they handle things.
Mhm.
So I think that's too one thing that's a bit hard to swallow is
They're not there yet.
yes, but you want them to be.
They're not there yet, and you have to let them learn on their own and go
Yeah.
through life and make their mistakes and fall and
You can't hold their hand the entire time.
mm-mm. Sometimes you want to and be like,
You
oh,
do.
how about you make this smarter choice? And you can't. You have to be like, okay,
It's
that's what you want to
easier to
do.
hold their hand than to let go.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But they'll appreciate you a lot more if you're like, okay, I understand you want to do that. You go for it. Do it, and I'll support you. I'll be right there if you fail.
But that is also as an older sibling though, I think the older siblings always forget to kind of mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Is they'll say you're going to fail, you're going to you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You're right, they don't.
And if it's more of an I told you so
Yes,
situation.
rather than you know what, make sure you're looking at all your what would it be? All the situations, make sure you're looking at every aspect of the decisions you're making and go
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah. Like, don't just take it lightly. Like, actually look into it, decide what you want. But I think that's the most important thing that you could do for your siblings is let them know I'm here if you fail.
Support.
I am here if you fail. It's okay. We
Don't
fail sometimes.
Yeah, don't wait there for the I told you so.
But also, don't tell them I told you so. Because I can guarantee you they'll never go back to you. They will never go back to you
No.
and trust you. They'll never go back to you and tell you what their plans are, what they want, because all they're going to expect from you is to tell them, I told you so when they fail.
But then how do we tell an older sibling that?
Just like that. Don't tell me I told you so. Be here for me. I'm trying to tell you what I want to do with my life. Accept it. And you can guide me a little bit, like, hey, have you looked into this and this?
I appreciate the advice
But
and
don't
everything.
tell me
Yeah,
what to do.
don't tell
Don't
me.
be like, you shouldn't do that. You should do this, this, and this.
Go left.
Yeah.
Don't go right. Go straight.
Let them
Yeah.
figure it out.
Let them make their own path. But I think we also need to realize that too. That's hard for the older siblings to kind of let go of that.
Yeah.
Because that's what they were told.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do this. So
this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're trying to do the same thing that they were told, how they were raised.
Yeah.
So it's just all of us learning from each other.
And that's what we have to do. Is to just, like, if they've done that in the past, I think you have to let them know, like, hey, how about from now on we go about it this way?
Yeah, or hey, I was in the same situation as you.
Mm-hmm.
This was my situation. This is how I went about
That,
it. This was the end result. I'm letting you know.
like, that may not happen to you, but I want you to
Yes.
understand that I've been through it and this is what
This can
happened to
yeah,
me,
this can be a
just in
scenario.
case.
That way
Yeah.
you're just telling them, speaking of your experience. You're not
Mm-hmm.
telling them what to do. You're not any of that.
Yeah.
So I think that's the neutral boundaries we need to create with our younger siblings.
Yeah. Like the way I relate to that is like my younger nieces and nephews and stuff. Now, when they tell me something and they like come to me and they're like talking to me about boys or whatever it is, I like don't.
Brush it off.
No, but I don't try to turn it into a lesson. I don't turn it into a life lesson.
No,
Like
because then
anything
they
they
won't
come
want
to
to
me,
talk to you.
yeah, I'm like, oh wow, really? Oh my gosh, like okay. And if I do have something to say, it's like okay, just like remember, just respect yourself, or remember this. Remember, boys only want one thing
Yeah.
at this age.
Or when
whatever.
it's like a breakup, if it's a horrible breakup, and they're kids, they're
And
kids.
you don't want to tell them it's okay.
No.
It's gonna be okay, because for them it doesn't feel. Oh, I hate that. I hate when people tell me it's gonna be okay, because we don't know that, and it's not okay for them at that moment. So don't tell
You're
them
just a child.
it's gonna be okay.
You don't know what love is.
Yeah, don't tell them that, because for
No.
them that is their love.
Yeah,
and
for
that's
them
how
it's like
they-
the end of the, it feels like the end of the world. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we
I
just
remember
broke up. So it's also valuing their not valuing, that's not the right word.
Yeah.
No. No.
Validate.
Yes.
Validate their
feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And don't just shut it down
Yeah.
because you're an adult, you've been there, and you already know the outcome of it.
Yeah. Like I want
let them go through it.
Like when my child gets older, like I don't want to be her friend, because I do want her to know that there's those boundaries of where
Yes.
I need to discipline you if I do have to. But I want to build that trust with her to where we're
can come
very
to you.
open about everything, and she comes and tell me stuff, and
Yes.
she's not afraid to, because I don't want to turn everything into a life lesson. Like if you're gonna come talk to me about boys, like that's gonna be the biggest thing. I'll be like, she trusts me. Yes, I won in life.
Yes.
You know, rather than her not ever telling me
That's scary.
I have a boyfriend or I have a crush on someone.
Yes.
I'd be like, oh my God, tell me more. What do they look like? That would be me.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's what I say until I go through it.
Yeah, and then you go through it and it's a different story.
Yeah, but I feel like I want her to be open but respectful.
I mean, were you open with your parents?
No. JC was the first guy that I dated seriously that I brought to my house, that my parents ever met. Like they met my guy friends, but I wasn't ever like dating them like that. He was the first guy that I was serious with.
But were you able to have those conversations with your mom?
Like sex talk? No.
Like, no, like just any, like, oh, I have a crush or.
No. God, no.
No?
Mm-mm. Never.
Because you said you want that with your daughter.
Mhm. Yeah, like I would jokingly, like if we saw somebody like out on the street, I'm like, oh, he's cute, mom. She'd be like, cállate. But I would never be like,
No.
oh my God, I have a crush on Julano, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No.
Confide in your mom.
Yeah.
How you do now
And
as
I
an
wish
adult.
I did, because I do have
Right?
some friends that are open with their moms like that. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome.
Or
But I
their
also-
siblings.
I also don't want her talking to me about her sex life, because I'm be like, all right,
Oh,
girl,
okay,
that's
well,
where we
no,
draw
there's
the
yes.
line.
I doubt that would happen. I
You-
mean, oh, you
I
never
might
know.
make some jokes, like some sexual jokes, like here and there about like me and your father, but I'm not gonna go talk to you about my sex life.
No.
Like, that's where I draw the line.
I mean, I wasn't getting to that.
I know, but I was saying I have some friends that are very open with their parents, and I'm like, I could never. When I was pregnant, I was
can't
scared
with
to
my
tell.
parents. I can't with my parents. But what about with? Oh wait, no, no, too soon.
What?
I was gonna say, well, how would you want to be with your daughter? But it's just not time to
Yeah,
talk.
like, I would want her to be open with me. Like, you have a
Right?
crush? Come tell me. I want to know who it is. Like, oh, that little boy's talking to like 3 different girls. I want to know the gossip about middle school, high school.
Yeah,
Like, I want her to be open with me, because kids are now starting younger and younger
and it
to do stuff.
Middle school is such a crucial.
And I hear like my nieces and nephews that tell me stuff, and I'm like, how are y'all talking about that already? Like, what?
Not only that, people are so mean nowadays.
Yeah,
They're so mean.
They'll be like, oh, a 7th grader is pregnant at my school, or like something crazy like that. And I'm like, whoa. Like, I want her to talk to me. And I'm not, like, if she ever came to me at like young saying like, oh, I want to have sex, I'd be like, all right, let's talk, but I'm not gonna be like, no, you're not gonna because regardless, she's gonna do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah.
And so you're either there for her where she can trust you, or
you turn the blind eye.
And you build that wall to where she's not gonna come to you, and she's gonna be having sex, and who knows, she might end up pregnant.
Yeah.
So you gotta go one way or the other with it.
And I think that's why you also have to make sure your kids grow up together.
Yeah.
As siblings, so that way, just in case they for some reason don't confide in you, they can at least confide in their brother or sister
or cousins.
Or like, cousins. Yes.
I feel like nowadays we're not as close to our cousins, and like our babies aren't growing up close to their cousins like we did. Like we were literally together every
Easter,
holiday,
Thanksgiving,
every Saturday. Like they would all get together. Like it was. Yeah, I have so many videos of Christmas at my house when we were younger, and all the cousins were there opening. Everybody would bring their gifts to my mom's house.
And we kind of just grew apart.
Well, I
went our own different directions, which is fine. We're not all going to be in the same, I
don't think it's fine.
I think it is. Well, because we're all not going to be the same.
No, but I feel like at least big holidays, we should try to make the effort to spend time with each other. And I'm not saying every holiday. But, like, once in a while, I feel like we should see each other more than once a year. Like, we used to see each other every Christmas, every Easter.
Yeah, but I think the issue now is cousins get married. And then you kind of have to split.
But our moms were married. Our moms had different families. Our moms had all the same stuff.
No.
No, what?
It's not the same.
Why not? Why can't it be?
Well, because they all got married in like a small ass town, so everybody knew everybody. So of course there was no way to kind of venture out.
Yeah, but like
it's like now, like you and your husband, he has family in another part of like in other cities, other states. Same with mine. So it's like you end up spreading out. You can't just stay.
Yeah, but I feel like all the sisters, like your mom and all the tias, like we always all got together.
Yeah, the sisters did.
Yeah. So why can't all of us cousins, like
cousins, I guess we can. You're right.
Still our husband's family. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
But like, why not? Like I love that I will always try to make Easter a thing for all of us because I want our babies to have that memory of like all of the cousins.
Well, because that was one of our best childhood memories.
Yeah,
was Easter.
That's why I started
at the lake.
But I hate that I'm always the only one making the effort to get everybody together.
I agree. You are.
You are. Like,
you and Poncho are usually the ones.
Yeah, but I started the Easter thing, and I'm like, I wish more people would.
You started the Facebook page, the initiative.
Yeah, like. Okay, this year, everybody on Christmas Eve, let's do, like, tamales. Let's do something small. Like, we don't even have and then Christmas Day, you spend it with your family.
I think some people want to. They just don't know how.
I know. Well, it's like Grandma passed away, and everybody just...
Because she was the one that kind of kept us together.
Yeah, she kept everybody together.
That's why we were so close.
But it stopped even a little bit before that, because I did notice it. Like, when she was super sick, and she couldn't come over here as much... People stopped going to visit her over there. And that's when I knew I was like, man, this is...
But what I meant with growing apart and we're all growing in different directions, I think that's still okay as long as we remember to come back. That's...
Yeah.
Because, we get it. Life gets busy. Shit happens.
Careers,
we have kids. Our kids are in sports. We're all over the place.
I understand that. I'm not saying let's spend every weekend together. But, like, at least...
Yeah,
once every 4 months.
Agree.
Every season. That's
every season.
We should at least all have one big thing.
Yeah, but everybody needs to put the same effort.
Yeah, I agree.
It can't just.
So when my kid asks me when she's older, why don't I have pictures with? I'm be like, ask their mama.
I know. That's so sad because our parents have a lot of pictures of us.
All of us
A
together
lot.
on that one tree by the community center. The community center would
Oh, that
always
used
have
to
the
be
parties.
there. Yes, that they knocked
Yes,
down.
we have
Uh-huh.
so many pictures there together.
We would always have stuff there too.
Hmm.
You're right. I forgot about that place.
Like those are like core memories. I'm like, I want that for my kids.
Yes.
But like even
Not where they see their cousins and they all act like all awkward around each other.
yeah.
I mean, I don't. I mean, if they, oh, I was gonna use the word vibe. If they're not vibing, if they're not vibing, then okay.
But
Let's
that's
not force the
sad.
relationship.
It's so sad
But
to see that.
for cousins to walk into a room and it's like, oh,
like
hi.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit over here.
Yeah, and then all the kids are like sitting down separate
on their phones.
But then as parents, we'll be like this too. So I mean, we're at fault as well.
Yeah, but we're all close. Like we'll all still talk.
Sometimes, but that's what I'm saying. We need to take that initiative
Yeah.
too.
Y'all hear me? If you're related to me and you're my cousin, and y'all ain't putting in the effort, y'all better start putting in the effort.
Mm-hmm.
I'ma
We should do
start
like
charging y'all.
a family reunion and have like
Everybody
the shirts.
wears.
Yeah, because I think it's
I've
so
been
awesome.
wanting to do that. I wanted to do that in the summer, and I was gonna start it last year, and nobody else was putting in the effort. And then somebody else took the date. You know who you are. Me starting drama. And then I was just like, you know what, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. But I do want to do that. Like
I
everybody
think
with
it's so
the last
cool.
names on their
Yes,
shirts.
and how they do like the annual games, and then there's like a
Mhm.
trophy. What is that movie?
That would be so.
that happened in a movie.
a lot of movies. I feel like the family reunion. That's what it's called.
Is it? Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure.
Marcus Lawrence,
Yoni second what?
what? The one
I'm
from
not very
Bad
good
Boys.
with names. I need to see a picture. Anyways, yeah,
Oh, that movie's gonna be
We should
stuck
really-
in my head.
we should really try that.
We really should.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice.
The whole point of all this, because it's all over the place.
Like our brains.
Yes, it's just all scattered everywhere. It's just the importance of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Communication helps with everything.
Yeah.
It closes up the age gap. It closes up the uncomfortableness, the awkwardness.
And talking about it so that you better understand why y'all are so different.
Yes. Yes.
That-
One day I will have a lovely conversation with my I don't know.
Siblings.
No, I have lovely conversations with them all the time.
With who?
Screaming and crying, but they're lovely. I don't know. I think one day I would really love to have that awesome relationship with my husband's family.
Yeah.
But like I said, communication.
Yeah.
Communication plays a big part.
I think that's why I'm kind of happy that JC doesn't have much family here. Is because, like, I mean, his mom used to live here and then she moved, but even, I mean, it was just her, like them. And so I didn't really have to share him anywhere because it would just be like, oh, no, you come over to our stuff.
It's a little bit different with us. We have to.
If I had to split my time between every holiday, I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
No, because you're too close to your family, which is how I am.
I'd be like, no, sorry. Christmas Eve, my mom's house.
That's how I am. But then
Mother's
it's
Day,
like,
my mom's house.
but then you have to be fair.
I'd be like, you go to your mama's house. I'm just kidding.
That's where I have issues with.
Yeah. I could see that. If he had a huge family like that and he had gatherings like we did or like as much events or whatever, we have to go to my nieces, we have to go to my nephews. I couldn't do it because I'm so selfish when it comes to like spending time with my family. That's why I'm like, yeah, no, you tell them to come over to ours.
I mean, I remember at one point in my life, I was very selfish because it was all about my family.
Yeah.
Because I just loved being around y'all.
Yeah.
And so I get it. It was my fault on that part. But now it's just the sharing part.
Yeah. I could see that.
Learning to share, not being a hypocrite, because I will call my ass out on that. I've been very hypocritical in some instances.
His family's moving back, though, and I'm really excited.
Oh, see, that's fun. That's fun.
I don't know if I was allowed to say that, but I'm excited.
It builds memories. That's what I want to do. I mean, we do that. We take trips with my in-laws.
But it's also harder when they come from a bigger family.
Yeah.
Different perspectives, different families within the families. It's a lot. Yeah. A lot of different personalities that
That's
you would have to
yeah.
mesh with. Yeah.
That don't necessarily mesh, but
Mhm.
that's okay.
Like,
I
my siblings are
love different
younger.
personalities.
Yeah.
It'd be boring if we were all the same.
Yeah.
But it's having that open mind to want to build that relationship and get along. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because you guys can have totally different personalities. One be super negative, one be super positive. But as long as you guys have that open mind to
But if
come
you both
together,
want it, some people don't.
that's what I'm
Some
saying.
people
And that's
don't.
respectful. That's respectful. So whoever doesn't want a relationship with me, by all means, tell me.
Yeah. Like, don't fake it.
Yes,
Just
that's my
tell me
thing.
straight
Just
up.
exactly.
Don't
Let me
let me waste
know.
my
I'm not everybody's
time.
cup of tea, and I'm okay with
Tell
that.
me. No, just
I'm
kidding.
okay with that. I'd rather you say, you know what, you're just not the type I
Yeah.
like to be around.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd rather like that. It'll sting a bit, but I'll get over it.
Talk. Just talk. You gotta talk to them. Be open. Be blunt. What do you have to lose? I guess the
Nothing.
family, but
Do you really, though?
no, because you would be gaining it rather than losing.
Yeah, because there's,
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
trying to do is build something there. So
Mhm.
there's nothing much to lose.
Yeah.
Rather than you got so much more to gain, so why not?
Mhm. Yeah, I agree.
This is just a little catching up of everything.
Mhm. Really though,
It really
our
was.
scattered brains.
It was.
But I think we're gonna end it here.
Yes, we'll be more put together for next
Episode
episode.
4.
No, next episode 5.
No, we're wrapping up episode
Yes.
4. Oh God. Remember to subscribe,
Yes.
like, and comment.
And if you would like to sponsor us, we are
Oh,
taking
gosh,
sponsorships
I
from
cannot.
any house cleaning companies. Any sponsorships. We can film a
I
video of
cannot.
you cleaning our homes, put you on our videos. Let us know. We'll support you, small businesses.
We are on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts.
Make sure you share and like.
Bye.